Hey there, welcome back to Author Journey. My name's CJ Anaya, and today we are talking about book reviews. This is another question that I get quite often. How do I get book reviews fast? What are the best methods to use when getting book reviews? And my answer to this is the same answer that I have for how do I promote my book. And it's basically, get the mailing list, really. And so your mailing list or your newsletter, when you get subscribers for that, then you have an automatic in with them. You have a way to contact your fans without any third parties involved. So when people buy your book on Amazon, that's great, but you have no idea that they're buying it. Amazon doesn't hand you over the email addresses of the people who buy this book. And so it's important that you build an email list of subscribers who love your books, people who want to hear from you, people who are excited to know what you're doing, how far along you are in your journey, who want to, receive Q&As about the books, what inspires you. They want to hear about your new releases. And so having a mailing list is the best way to do that. And, the same thing goes for reviews. I find that the best way to get reviews fast is to build a launch team or build a review team. And it's the same process really the same process and the same principle of building an email list. You want to have a group of people in your corner who love your books, who are excited for each book that comes out, and who are willing and eager to read your book for free in exchange for an honest review. And I want to stress honest here, because not everyone on my review team gives me a 5-star review. And they know that that's okay with me. Like I'm aware that there are going to be some books that they love. There may be some things that hit them wrong. It's all subjective, really. So I never want anybody to feel pressured to give me a rating that they don't feel I deserve just because they know me or they feel a little biased or anything like that. So I'm very grateful for my review team. They're stellar. They're wonderful. Every single person on there who leaves a review, they will always email me. They'll always let me know if there are problems with the book, because they're not just my review team, but they're my family. And they're also, screening the book for me, and they feel comfortable letting me know if there are parts of it that, don't come across the way that I thought they did. And it's not, hitting the spot, or there are issues with it, or even typos with it. I think I mentioned before, if you have a review team, tell your review team what to look for. Are there any dead spots, Are there any typos? Is there anything that me and my editor missed? And they're so very good about that. And so you really want to build this group of people who are in your corner and are part of your family and are excited for these new books to come out. And you want to be able to contact them with just one group email. You don't want to have to go searching for them online constantly. So it's the same principle as having an email list to let people know about your new release. You need a list of people you can contact immediately to ask for reviews. And these people are not bothered by it. They're not annoyed by it because they signed up for it. They know what's expected of them if they're in your review team or they're the launch team. It can be called either review team, launch team. I call it launch team, but they're basically helping spread the word about my new releases, and they're posting reviews. So I kind of wanted to take you through this process. There may be some things that you don't understand just because there are some programs that I use that I'd have to go into more detail explaining how to set things up. And really, there are tons of YouTube videos and tutorials that you can watch, or articles that you can watch that will explain that process for you. But I am more than happy to make more videos, obviously, if you need me to. So any questions, make sure you comment below. So to start off, the way that I kind of funnel people into my review team, or onto my review team, starts here. It starts with the healer. This book is free, so I'm getting more people to it because it's free. So anyone who may not have bought the book if it had been $2.99, they're more inclined to grab it because they got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose but time if they hated the book. So this is the healer. This is my young adult romantic fantasy. First book I ever wrote. It's free. And I used to, at the beginning of this book, and I may have shown this in a few YouTube videos, I used to have a free incentive at the beginning of the book, which was My Fair Assassin. But I've kind of been shaking things up a bit, trying something new. And now, at the back of the book, I have a free offer to let people grab the Black Blossom for free. And that's the second book in this series. So I just kind of wanted to see what that would do with sales and conversions and stuff like that. So if anybody does read The Healer and they really enjoyed it, then they have the option to get the second book for free, where it's normally $2.99 on Amazon. So when they get to the back of this book and they see that link there, then it takes them to this lead page. And so they can download the Black Blossom for free and continue on with the series. And my goal is to kind of get them even more invested in the series, so that they'll continue on with it and buy the rest of the books in the series and finish it. So it tells a little bit about it. And then there's this right here, send me the free ebook. This is with lead pages. I created this with lead pages. I'll put a link in the description box as a resource for you below, just so that you can go to lead pages and you can look at it and you can see if you want to do that. But this is essentially a lead page, a squeeze page. This is where you collect people's email addresses if they're interested in your books. And so this right here, send me the free ebook. This is what we marketers call a call to action. This is encouraging people to click on that. And then when this box pops up, this is called a double opt-in. Now for some reason, this converts better. And I think this has a lot to do with the fact that on here, you're just explaining that this book is here. You're telling what it's about, and you're saying, hey, it's free. And so instead of people seeing a subscriber thing right away, where you're automatically asking them for their email address, you're automatically asking them for a favor where they'd be less inclined to do that for you. Instead, you're offering a book. You're offering a free book. And so then once you click that and this pops up, then yes, please send me the Black Blossom. It makes more sense for them to give you that email address, because that's the only way they can get the book. So the double opt-in converts better. So if you can set that up, you should. And you can do that with lead pages, and there are other companies that you can do that with as well. You can do that with InstaFreebie. You can do that with BookFunnel. It's a lot cheaper, for sure. I think with BookFunnel, I'm paying $10 a month. InstaFreebie is $20. Lead pages is much more expensive. And you're probably wondering why I have all of these plates spinning. And the simple answer is because I learned about them one by one. And so now I need to go through and decide which I like best and prioritize and fix links. And that is a headache I'm not interested in dealing with right now. So eventually I'm going to consolidate everything, but you just need to decide. If you're running on a really low budget, I would go with either BookFunnel or InstaFreebie, just because they create really great lead pages that also offer these, double opt-ins, and they collect those email addresses for you. You can either export them, or they can automatically be merged with your autoresponder, depending on who you go with BookFunnel or InstaFreebie. Either way, I think it's a cheaper option, but I really do like lead pages as well. So you can experiment, figure out what you want to do. So people will say, yes, I want this, and they get the edit your message thing. Your freebie has arrived. I need to fix this. This is for the healer. So this is just an example of what the email that they would be getting. This is actually for the email that people who buy My Fair Assassin would get, because they're offered the healer for free as well. But originally, this would actually have the Black Blossom, this picture right here, and a download link and a thank you. And, I'm letting them know what to expect, that I'm only going to email them once a month, that I'm not going to bother them with spam. It's important to welcome them, to let them know what's going on, what they can expect from you. Let them know that they can unsubscribe at any time too. Like they can still have the free book and not stick around. That's okay. As long as they have your book and they've read it and they can decide whether they like you or not, don't worry too much about how many times, people unsubscribe, because I have more people stay with me than than I have unsubscribing. So for me, it's all worth it, and it's just fine. And so, this is kind of the idea of the welcome email. And of course, if I had actually picked the right message, because I'm changing things up a bit, as soon as I change this is going to have the black blossom on it. So once they're in this is the process for getting them on your newsletter. And the reason why I'm telling you this and not jumping straight to getting reviews is because this is the process I use to get people on my review team. So a week later, after people have had time to download the book and either unsubscribe or message me and say they loved it, or read it and possibly leave a review, although I don't know how many times that's happened before usually you have to ask for reviews. So about a week after I have this message sent to all of these people who got on my email list by grabbing that free book. And so it's just basically a message that invites them to learn more about my launch team. So I'm tearing myself away from Pretty Little Liars. The reruns really are necessary. I seriously have no idea what's going on. That's true. I don't know what's going on with Pretty Little Liars. I don't even know if it's still going, because that's how much of a hermit I've become lately. And so I've made the official launch of the CJ and I launch team. If you've enjoyed reading the Healer series and you want to get a free copy of everything I release in the future, you'll want to check this out. This was I tweaked this quite a bit from some swipe copy that Nick Stevenson gave me through one of his programs. So I really messed around with it and tweaked it quite a bit. But I can't take credit for this. Nick Stevenson, he really gave me some great ideas. And so, but this is what I do. I have this message here, and I create it, and then a week later I send it to people who are on my newsletter list. And so if they've stuck around and have it unsubscribed, then they get this link, and when they click this link to learn about my launch team, it takes them to yet another lead page, just like the lead page for the Black Blossom. Do you remember this? Okay, so this link takes them to the lead page that I've created. And then, I put a little note about things to come, which I'm actually really excited about this series. I've been doing a ton of research for this. This is a side note, tangent, but if you get through the whole the Healer series, then you'll understand why so many people are excited about Angie's story, because Angie is Hope's best friend and Hope is the healer. So it's going to be a spin-off series, and it's exciting to tell people about it. And then I let people know about my launch team and what they can expect, that they're going to get free copies of everything. And then all they have to do is agree to be part of the launch team. And when they receive books, they need to review them within a week or two. And sometimes I give them more time, like maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks, depending on whether I do pre-orders or how far away it is from the actual release date when I give them review copies. And then if they decide that, yeah, I actually really would love to not only know about her new releases, but get every single new release for free, if all I have to do is leave a review, sweet. And that's the thing, like when it comes to reviews, I really don't care if they're elaborate. I don't care if they're one sentence. I just want, people to click on those stars and type something. And so it never matters to me whether it's very detailed or whether it's short and sweet. I just want a review. So I think that, for most people, they're thinking to themselves, oh, this is great if I can get a free book, because I do like this author. And all I have to do is just, write 1 or 2 sentences and click on a star, then we're good to go. So that's kind of fun there. And again, this is the double opt-in. Sweet, let's get you on the team. Enter your email address, join the fun. Awesome. Sign me up, CJ. So, and I've worded it to fit certain things, and, this is another fun call to action. And so people can click on that, and that's what happens. And I just wanted to show you, this is my AWeber account, AWeber. I've heard it both ways, but I think it's AWeber. So this is that first email where your freebie has arrived. So this is the email they get once they've signed up and they get the Black Blossom. And then a week later, they get this email sent to them. So I have this in a series campaign. This is a follow-up series, and you can see the conversion rate. So 81.3% of people who get this, who actually ask for the book, actually open up the email. So that's good. That's not bad. And then after this, the week following, when this gets sent out, 50% open it up. So half of those people are opening up this message. And either deciding to go and sign up for my review team, or they look at it and they go, I still want to stick around, but I don't necessarily want to be on the review team. And then the third one is just a fun Q&A. So I send this to everybody. This goes to everybody who comes on my newsletter list, and that's nice because then you're not having to go and seek out the same people who have already gotten a free book. You can kind of keep track of the people who are already interested and invested in what you're doing, and pulling from that pool of people who are on your newsletter subscriber list. And so it's just kind of a quick, automatic, no-brainer way of doing things. And what's great about this is once you have it all set up like this, it's on autopilot. Aweber will automatically send this first email out as soon as people confirm that they want to receive messages from me. And then a week later, Aweber will immediately send, this second email out. And so it's all automatic and I don't have to worry about it. And I think I started doing this, I'm trying to remember. I really didn't work hard at building my launch team. I just set this up and let it ride probably last October. So it's probably been a year. And I have about 410 people on my review team, which is not too shabby. I think it's great. And most of them are very, very engaged. And then there are some people who have let me know that they would rather just read my contemporary romance books and they don't necessarily want to read the young adult books. So they're on there, but they choose other books. And then a lot of people who read the young adult books would rather not read the contemporary. Everybody has their choices, but I don't really care. As long as they want to be on the team and they want to stick around and just, pick and choose what they want to read, that's fine with me. I'm pretty flexible about that because what's important are the relationships that you're building with people. What's important is getting to know these people, and I have. And I think that's something that's really been so much fun too, is that, they'll message me, they'll let me know what they thought of the book. So it's not just them writing reviews, but I'm actually getting feedback from them and having conversations with them and, discussing certain aspects of the book and also discussing certain aspects of their lives. Sometimes people will message me and say, I really do want to read this, but I've had such and such come up, or I've been ill, or, something crazy happened. I just don't think I'll be able to review it before the release date. Can I still read it? And I'm like, of course. And then, of course, I want to know how you're doing. And, can I pray for you? Can I, what can we do to make sure that everything is going well in your life? And getting to know these people and their strengths and the things that are happening in their lives and how they're dealing with it. I don't know. It's very humbling to think that these wonderful people want to be a part of my life and are letting me be a part of theirs. So I know that this has gotten off on a little bit of an emotional side of things, but I think that it's important, if you want to build a review team that is actually an asset to you, you need to think more long-term in the sense of, what can I do for them? Not just what they can do for you. Because those people are going to stick around and they're going to become family and they're going to help you become a better writer. And so, the reviews are going to be wonderful, but the relationships you make with them are also going to be amazing. And then what's really cool about that, and I'm just going to share recently what's happened, I've just put on pre-order the third book in the Paranormal Misfits series, My Fair Imposter. And I got the pre-order up there. I got the paperback all up there and ready to go, because you can put reviews on a paperback page on Amazon, but when you try to put reviews on a pre-order page, obviously Amazon says, hey, that's not going to work, because we assume if it's a pre-order that nobody's read this yet. So why would we have a button where you can actually leave a review? So to hack through that, to kind of fix that. You have the paperback up, but you make it unavailable. But at least you have a little review link there so people can leave the review, and then eventually those two pages will be linked together. The ebook and the paperback get linked together, and the reviews from the paperback merge onto the ebook side of things. And I can go into another video and do more details on that to show you just how to set that up as well. But so I got all of that set up, sent the review copies out, and it was so crazy because within like 5 minutes there were already like 40 people who'd opened it, and it was 40 people had opened it, and 32 people had clicked on the download link, and that was super exciting. And then that next morning, I already have a review this morning. I checked and I already have a review, and that was so exciting. And then I had two, emails from people saying, "Oh, I caught a typo here," or "Oh, you probably meant Jareth's name and not Keelan's," or "You probably meant Keelan's name and not Jareth's," because I'd mixed my brothers up. It happens. And so I was just so excited because they were already invested in getting involved and letting me know that they'd found things that could be fixed, letting me know that they loved it, and, just leaving reviews already. So, and then I think last time I checked, it was 189 people had opened it and 120 clicks. So, obviously they're very engaged and very active. And then I think there are probably about 100 people on the list who are more interested in the contemporary romance side of things. So I'm just so thrilled that they've all been waiting for this book. They're excited about it. But, that's exciting because it's just happening fast, already getting reviews in the pre-order stage is so important. And this is a great way to do it. So I know I've kind of rambled on, and I honestly feel a little disconnected because I was shopping at Costco with the kids. I have 4 kids, and it was a lot of fun, but it's like we're not capable of going anywhere without my children clotheslining at least 5 people at some point. Blood was spilt. It's inevitable. We laughed, we cried, but I'm exhausted because we didn't get home till late, and then it's just like herding cats, So anyway, I'm sorry if this video felt a little disjointed because I'm so tired, but I really did want to make it and give you some information that hopefully is helpful, share my process with you, and let you know that if you'll just set this up on autopilot and just set it up and, forget about it. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about how fast it's building. Just let it go and enjoy the process. Pretty soon you'll have a huge family of reviewers who are there to help you. And then one thing that I want to suggest, run contests with them. You can do something like the first 10 people to post a review they're going to win Amazon gift cards. I've done that before, and that was a lot of fun. Or anyone who decides to leave a review this time will be entered into a drawing for a Kindle giveaway. And then you gotta, of course, make sure that you let them know that they would be entered anyway, because based on like rules, giveaway rules and stuff like that, you can't necessarily like encourage people with money or gifts or things to go buy books. Like that's frowned upon, or to leave reviews. But just do fun things with your review group to reward them for helping you and for spreading the word and for leaving such good reviews. Have prizes, have swag, have parties. Do fun things like that, so that they'll not only have fun reading it, but just have fun being part of the group. And it's a way for you to show your appreciation for what they're doing for you. And I think that's it for now. I will make another video soon about other ways that you can do this, and other methods that you can use for getting reviews, especially if you're on a tight budget, free methods and things like that. And that is it for now. I hope that this was helpful. Please make sure that you like the video. Make sure that you subscribe. I think my face just popped up on the screen in a corner somewhere. That's a button that means you should probably click on and subscribe if you haven't. That's kind of a funky new feature I'm trying out, so we'll see how long that goes on there. Be sure to comment, and if you have questions, let me know. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.